George Harris, a name synonymous with laughter in the Latin American comedy scene, has carved out a unique space for himself in the world of stand-up comedy. His journey is one of resilience, creativity, and an unyielding passion for making people laugh. Known for his sharp wit and observational humor, George has a knack for turning everyday situations into comedic gold. His ability to find humor in the mundane and the extraordinary alike has endeared him to audiences far and wide. Born in Cuba, George's comedy often draws from the shared experiences of Latinos. His jokes are a reflection of his own life and the lives of those around him, making his humor deeply personal and universally relatable. He tackles themes of immigration, family, and cultural clashes with a relatable charm that resonates with many. His ability to connect with his audience on such a personal level is a testament to his skill as a comedian. However, his rise to fame was not without its bumps. The path to becoming a celebrated comedian is fraught with challenges, and George faced his fair share of them. From small, intimate venues to large, prestigious stages, each performance was a step on his journey. One of the biggest challenges came in the heart of Chile, at the prestigious Viña del Mar International Song Festival. This festival is known for its discerning audience and high expectations, making it a true test for any performer. Harris's comedic style, while celebrated in many circles, relies heavily on understanding cultural nuances and finding humor in shared experiences. His jokes often touch on sensitive topics, requiring a delicate balance to ensure they are received in the right spirit. This approach, while effective in resonating with specific audiences, carries the risk of alienating others. The challenge lies in making sure that the humor is inclusive and respectful, even when it pushes boundaries. Particularly when venturing into the territories of sensitive political histories and cultural sensitivities, the risk of misunderstanding or offense is ever present. George's ability to navigate these tricky waters is a testament to his skill and experience. His performance at Viña del Mar would put this risk in the spotlight. The tension in the air was palpable as he took the stage, knowing that his ability to connect with the audience would be put to the ultimate test. It was a defining moment in his career, one that would shape his future as a comedian. The Viña del Mar Festival, held annually in Chile, is a cultural touchstone, a beacon of artistic expression and a celebration of diverse talents from around the world. This festival is not just an event, it's an experience that brings together people from all walks of life to revel in the magic of music, comedy, and performance art. It's a celebration of music and humor that draws international audiences, creating a melting pot of cultures and traditions. For Latin American artists, it's a coveted stage, a dream come true, and a significant milestone in their careers. Performing here means more than just entertaining. It's about making a mark, leaving an indelible impression on a global audience. It's a chance to connect with a massive audience and etch their names in the festival's storied history. The festival is known, however, for its demanding crowd. Earning the applause of the Viña del Mar audience is a hard-won victory. For comedians, Viña del Mar presents a unique challenge. The festival's history is filled with tales of comedians facing the wrath of the monstruo, the nickname given to the demanding audience. This audience is not easily pleased. They have high expectations and are not afraid to voice their displeasure. Some have conquered this beast, winning over the crowd with sharp wit and relatable humor. These comedians have managed to turn the tide, transforming initial skepticism into roaring applause and standing ovations. Their success stories are legendary, often serving as inspiration for future performers. Others, however, have been swallowed whole, their jokes met with boos and heckles. The monstruo can be unforgiving, and many have left the stage with their confidence shattered. The pressure is immense, and the stakes are high. George Harris was about to face this legendary beast, stepping into the spotlight with the hope of winning over the toughest crowd he had ever encountered. The anticipation was palpable, and the atmosphere electric. Would he emerge victorious, or would he become another tale of the monstruo's wrath? Only time would tell as the audience waited with bated breath for the show to begin. Stepping onto the Viña del Mar stage, George Harris carried with him the expectations of his fans and the weight of the festival's legacy. His set started promisingly enough, with jokes about everyday life and relatable cultural observations that drew chuckles from the audience. However, the mood shifted when Harris ventured into the territory of Chilean politics. One joke in particular, referencing the late Chilean president, Salvador Allende, landed with a thud. Allende, a polarizing figure in Chilean history, remains a sensitive subject for many. Harris's attempt to find humor in this historical context was met with groans and murmurs of disapproval. The energy in the auditorium had palpably changed. The monstruo was stirring. As Harris continued his set, the audience's discontent grew. Jokes that might have elicited laughter in other settings were met with stony silence, or worse, jeers. The comedian, visibly thrown by the hostile reception, tried to regain control of the room. He attempted to pivot, to steer his act back to safer waters, but the damage was done. The audience, a sea of faces now contorted in displeasure, had rendered their verdict. Some felt that Harris's humor was insensitive, a lack of understanding of the weight Chile's political past still held. Others simply didn't find his jokes funny, a clash of comedic styles that further fueled the tension in the room. The monstruo was in full roar. Section 5. Digital Divides. The fallout from Harris's performance at Viña del Mar spilled over from the festival grounds into the digital realm. What started as a live event quickly transformed into a digital phenomenon, capturing the attention of netizens worldwide. Social media became a battleground of opinions, with users passionately debating the merits of Harris's set and the audience's reaction. Platforms like Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram were flooded with posts, comments, and memes, each adding fuel to the fire of this digital debate. Hashtags like Viña del Mar, George Harris, and Respeto, or Respect, trended, reflecting the polarized viewpoints. These hashtags served as rallying points for both supporters and critics, each side using them to amplify their voices and perspectives. Supporters of Harris jumped to his defense, arguing that comedy should be a space for free expression, even if it touches upon sensitive subjects. They believed that humor has always been a tool to challenge societal norms and provoke thought, and Harris was simply continuing that tradition. They condemned the audience's behavior, calling it disrespectful and indicative of a resistance to humor that challenges the status quo. To them, the boos and jeers were not just a reaction to a performance, but a symbol of a deeper unwillingness to engage with uncomfortable truths. Critics, however, felt that Harris had crossed a line, that his jokes demonstrated a lack of respect for Chilean history and cultural sensitivities. They argued that comedy should be mindful of the context in which it is performed, and that Harris's set was tone-deaf to the cultural and historical nuances of his audience. The digital divide was stark, with each side firmly entrenched in their beliefs. The debate extended beyond the performance itself, touching on broader issues of freedom of speech, cultural sensitivity, and the role of comedy in society. As the discussion raged on, it became clear that this was more than just a debate about a single performance. It was a reflection of the larger ongoing conversation about how we navigate the complexities of a globalized, digitally connected world. In the end, the digital divides highlighted by Harris's performance at Viña del Mar serve as a reminder of the power and pitfalls of our interconnected age. They underscore the importance of empathy, understanding, and respectful dialogue in bridging the gaps that separate us. As the online debate raged on, a wave of support for George Harris emerged from a perhaps unexpected source: his fellow Cuban artists. Prominent figures in the entertainment industry, including musicians, actors, and comedians, took to social media to express their solidarity. These artists, recognizing the challenges of navigating cultural differences in comedy, emphasized the importance of artistic freedom and the need to protect comedians who dare to push boundaries. They praised Harris's talent, his courage to address complex themes, and his contributions to representing the Cuban and Latin American experience on a global stage. In the aftermath of the controversy, the director of the Viña del Mar Festival, Alex Hernandez, found himself in a delicate position. He had to acknowledge the audience's right to express their displeasure, while also defending the festival's reputation as a platform for diverse voices and artistic expression. Hernandez, in a carefully worded statement, condemned the booing and heckling, emphasizing that such behavior was not in line with the spirit of the festival. He acknowledged the cultural sensitivities surrounding certain topics in Chile and the need for performers to be mindful of their material. However, he also defended Harris's right to perform, reiterating the festival's commitment to freedom of expression. The controversy surrounding George Harris's performance at Viña del Mar, while seemingly centered on humor, exposed deeper societal tensions simmering beneath the surface. Harris's status as a foreign-born comedian, coupled with his jokes about a divisive figure in Chilean history, ignited a firestorm of debate that transcended the realm of entertainment. Some commentators argued that the incident revealed underlying xenophobic sentiments within Chilean society, a resistance to outsiders, particularly those perceived as mocking or belittling national heroes or historical narratives. Others pointed to the enduring legacy of Chile's political past, the wounds of division and trauma still raw for many, making humor about certain topics, particularly by an outsider, difficult to digest. The Viña del Mar controversy marked a turning point in George Harris's career. The incident, while undoubtedly damaging in the short term, thrust him into the international spotlight, sparking conversations about comedy, cultural sensitivity, and the limits of free expression. The experience, though painful, offered valuable lessons. It underscored the importance of understanding one's audience, the need for cultural awareness, and the responsibility that comes with wielding humor as a tool for commentary. It also highlighted the importance of resilience, of learning from setbacks, and of using criticism as fuel to refine one's craft.